Hi, my name is Nick from Winnebago Industries, and today we are introducing the new Winnebago Solis Pocket. This is a small van with a big story. With some of our surf-to-slope philosophy with our all-season insulation, the smaller wheelbase with versatility and maneuvering, as well as the versatile living on the inside to give you more space to entertain. Let's go on inside and check it out. So right here we have a 2-burner stove cooktop that runs off of our propane tank. We have a fixed faucet and as well as a deep single bowl stainless steel sink here. Down here we have 3 drawers right in here. Then the bottom one is actually really convenient, so you could put a small wastebasket in. So we also have this huge kitchen countertop extension, or also could be a workstation. Of course, we heard customers' feedback that they wanted a work area so they can fix the bindings on their bikes, or they could fix the bindings on their skis or snowboards. So huge galley extension area here. Also here we have a MOLLE panel. This is a modular, lightweight, load-carrying panel. It pretty much separates the galley from the bedroom. It's an awesome feature. And also we give this little bag here so you can place your larger utensils, tongs, cutlery, stuff in here as well. It just swings out. And of course, these MOLLE panels are made in-house. About 75% of the parts that are currently in this motorhome are made here at Winnebago. And that goes from our water tanks at our rotocast facility and also our cabinetry and our cabinet facility as well. There's some carryover features that we have in our current Solis products that came into the Pocket as well. One of them being the magnetic holding system. Hands-free, you don't have to worry about hitting your head. This is a huge feature and it's a very convenient feature so when you're loading and unloading the coach. In here, on this side, we actually have 110 outlets and as well as 12-volt receptacles. What I do want to point out here is that we have a roof port access. We knew this customer is going to add Wi-Fi boosters, Wi-Fi extenders. So we pre-drill a hole for you. It could be wired directly from the top of the coach on the inside here. This was actually designed, inspired by a workstation for a couple or a single. We have tons of storage on this side. We call this our hutch storage. Here we are able to put our small electronics, our files. We have a small cutout here that we're able to wire those electronics because we have 12-volt receptacles and as well as 110 receptacles. It's on each side. Tons of cubby spaces down here underneath the bottom of the dinette table. What I do want to point out here is that we have cam latches, the same kind of cam latches that we have pretty much that you use on your bicycle. Very easy to use. Just loosen this guy up here, just like that. I'm gonna place it over here. The tabletop will go right here in the middle. If we can, there we go. All right, and then we'll take the bottom cushions and turn them sideways. Now we'll take the cushion that goes for the back area. And now we have a love seat. Very comfortable. But let's just have, for instance, we have the bed down. We can't use this cushion because the bed's still made. So what we'll do now is we'll turn this into a sofa. And now, just like that, we have a sofa. Let's turn this into a day bed. Move this table out just like that. Place it right here for now. So this back here, the back side of this table will actually come off. And we can place it right here in the middle. And we just move these down. And now we have a day bed. Very convenient. I'm reading my book, doing some work, an awesome feature. But we're also able to add a table to the bed on this side. So we'll take the same mount that we had before. Right here, and there's some mounts on the back side of this dinette. Backing. Same table. And now we have an extra table. So when we have the seats swiveled, You have another workstation. You can use this as another countertop or kitchen countertop extension here. Again, versatility on this lounge area. This could actually be turned into a full sleeping area. So you just take this area here. And I'm roughly about 5'11", 6 foot on a good day. And so now I'm able to take a nap here if I needed to be. So it's actually quite comfortable. If we swivel the seats around, we'll actually have a little bit more space for our feet. So the last configuration that we can do is use this as a sofa with the table. So what we'll do is take the cushions here, place them on this side. Just like that, like before. And now we have a sofa and could use the table as well. So it's about 5 different configurations that we're able to use. So just in case late at night you need to use the restroom, you have that capability right below the dinette here. With this area here, we have a 3-point seat belt located here and also a child seat tether. So we are able to bring your small loved ones. We also carried over from our other Solis products is our window shades, a true blackout shade. It also helps as a thermal barrier, for the cold weather. What's nice is that these will Velcro right off, and now you're able to wash them in your washing machine. We have 12-volt receptacles as well as a 110. Of course, our coach battery switch. We simplified all of our light switches, so pretty much everything will go directly where it's supposed to. So the right switch here controls the inside of the coach. And then we also have the switch here that will control the light that's on the porch, on the exterior of the coach. So the exterior porch light. This is our 3.0 cubic feet refrigerator run off our 12-volt it's a 12-volt compressor driven fridge. So it runs directly off of the Group 31 AGM batteries that are located here in the coach. What I love about this fridge is that it's accessible from the outside. Just imagine coming from the grocery store with a bunch of groceries. You're able to load your refrigerator with all your groceries from here. Also, it's convenient. Think about being on the hiking trails all day, all dirty and muddy. You don't have to track in mud or dirt directly into the coach where you can access your cold drinks or your food directly from the outside. We have a light switch here. This will actually turn on the light that's currently over the cab. It's really nice. It brightens up the coach up a little bit, gives it a little bit more of an accent. We have our solar control panel here. This will just tell you the voltage that you're currently drawing in from the solar panels. We have our main control panel here, which will give us our levels, or show us our battery level, and it'll also show us our gray water tank level, and also a water pump switch. And this is our Truma Cp Plus controller. This will actually turn on and off your Truma Vario heat. Very fuel efficient heater that sips off of the propane and barely brings out any amp drawage from when you're using it. Alrighty, so now let's talk about our Murphy Plus platform bed that's actually on our Zomi slats here. Pretty easy to use. It's actually the same design that we currently use in our other Solis products. And this part will go right into here. And then we have 2 little parts here. And go right here between. Just like that. So as you can see here at the bottom, the clearance for, we kind of rose the bed up a little bit so we can have bikes still stored in here when the bed is made. It's about, just a good enough amount of space so we can put bikes and stored on here as well. And to get into the bed, all you would need to do is just step on here. So tons of space. Now we can go to sleep. So it's a good, nice sized bed, very comfortable. Majority of our lights will either work off of a light switch or they will have small buttons on them. These are all LED lights and they're pretty easy to replace if, somewhere down the road they do burn out. You can just pull that off and put that right back on. Another big thing that we emphasize here is safety. So of course you'll see smoke detectors, carbon monoxide detectors, a propane alarm as well. What also comes standard with this coach is a Coleman Mach 10 NDQ. Very efficient air conditioner that will cool down this coach in those hot summer months. So very easy to use. All it is a knob controlled here, and it's also vented. So another benefit of this Molly panel here, it swings open. You could use this as a dog kennel. being able to block off the bedroom area and into the galley. Also, think about when you're driving down the road, when you press on the brakes, majority of the time your gear slides up forward. This actually will stop that from your gear flying up and into the cockpit. So talking about a little bit on this side, we have some 12-volt reciprocals. We have a 110-volt outlet, and of course our freshwater sight glass. This sees directly into your freshwater tank, that you can see exactly what the level is, and of course it's backlit. So it's a really nice feature to have, to see exactly how much water you have in this tank. So your freshwater tank has a 20 gallons capacity, so you can better idea of how much water you could hold in there. And also a gravity fill. Instead of having to go outside and fill up your water, you have the access of filling up your water directly from the inside of the coach with a 1 gallon bucket or a jug, so you could just pour it right on in. All right. So as you can see throughout the back bedroom area, we have cubby areas. We wanted to be able to give you tons of space to store all of your gear. We have L-track systems on the floor. Tie down your gear, tie down your bike, so when you're driving, everything is a little bit more secure. We have a rear screen door, pretty much the same as what we have in our other products as well, or other Solis. Very easy to use. Just like that. And then it just zips right down the middle. Very easy. Get a nice breeze coming into the coach without having those bugs coming on in. You can bring your own portable solar panel. So this is where you would input that solar panel into. We have 12-volt reciprocals, as well as a 110-volt outlet here behind the screen. Fresh water inlet, a water pump switch. We also have a sprayer nozzle here, so when before you want to get inside the coach, you could spray down your feet, wash the dog from outside. Then we also have our freshwater valves. Every valve and every water line and every water tank is actually inside the coach, actually above the floor, so you can't really see it, but our freshwater tank is right here and our gray water tank is right here. And actually down here at the bottom, we have our water pump, we have another low point drain valve, and we also have a gray waste tank drain valve there as well. So let's kind of talk about the all-season insulation and how this becomes a true all-season coach. So we have CNC cut automotive insulation put in every nook and cranny of this coach, roof, sidewalls, and floor. We also have reflective layer of insulation, the same thing, roof, sidewall, floor, water lines. All of our tanks are above the floor. Also, we have this honeycomb industrial plastic flooring, and generally in the past we've seen a lot of our insulation get lost from the floor. So with that flooring, with the insulation we install, and of course with all of our water lines and our water tanks being inside the coach, this makes it a true all-season coach. We actually sent our prototype to Truma, and what we did is, what Truma did is they put our coach in a testing facility with the exterior temperature at 5 degrees. And so the test kind of consists of is we turn on the Truma Vario heat, and the inside temperature rose up to 68 degrees within 4 hours. So that gave us the Truma Gold Standard stamp and making this a true all-seasons coach. So let's talk about our propane. So you're probably wondering where it's located, and actually it's located right here inside the motorhome. Previously with regulations, we weren't able to add this, but we saw this as a European design and we wanted to make it very easy and accessible to bring it inside the coach. As you can see, it's sealed completely off from the coach in its own compartment. So knock on wood, if you do get a propane leak, there are vents located inside of this compartment so the propane will leak into. Again, an easy 20-pound propane tank that is easy to change or easy to get refilled. You don't have to worry about, I have that worry of where can I get my propane tank filled at. Go to your local grocery store, go to your gas station, and you're able to swap that out very easily. So of course, with some of our other carried over items, we have our rear annex system. A really cool feature to have when you just come from the beach and you need to hang up those dry clothes or those wet clothes, your bathing suits, like that. So now you can take your wetsuits, your towels, your bathing suits and hang them up here. But then I'm like, well, what else can we do with this? We're able to hang up a curtain that we provide. Okay, here. And this guy can now act as a privacy curtain. So we're able to cross this off. And now we could use it as a changing area or shower outside. We have these small little ponds located here. So then we can magnet the curtain along the side of the coach, just like that. Just so we can give ourselves a little bit more privacy and take a shower on the outside. So kind of going from the top here, as you can see to the right of the red light here, I'm gonna get up there and point it out. This guy here is actually the camera for our digital rear view mirror. So once we get up to the chassis, or to the cab, I'll show you guys how to use that and some of the safety features that brings with it. And also here we have our rear view camera. So every time you put the vehicle in reverse, the camera will show in the dash. Kind of working our way down to the bottom, we have a 35-pound trailer hitch, so you can bring your toys along with you. From the driver's side, we have a few different exterior openings. Again, very minimal, so we can help with that all-season installation. So here is actually a propane shut-off area, so you can actually reach from the outside of the coach to turn off the propane tank, just in case if you're going on those ferry rides. I know a lot of the times they make you turn off your propane tank. Down here at the bottom is actually where you would empty, or where your gray water comes out of, so right into here. We have a 30 amp plug-in for this coach to power up your air conditioner and all the other electricity items in your coach. And of course, our Truma Vario heat furnace vent. And then of course our gas tank here located. All you need to do is just flip up this and then we can go ahead and fill up your gasoline tank. 24-gallon gasoline tank. We have a little bit of Revel DNA in this coach. We use this currently in our Revel product, which we currently love, but it's an outdoor table that is adjustable. Especially when you're a little leveled, you're able to just move this little track down a little bit, and now you can give yourself a little bit level of a table to hold on to your drinks, your food, and this folds up pretty easy. We also have a screen on this side as well, the main entry. Really easy to use. It unclips here on the inside. And I'll kind of get it here, just like that. And there's these little, we have these zippers here. Just like that. Really easy. We don't use a sliding screen door anymore, just because it's another moving part or something that could break where our competitors still use those. What I love about this screen is that it's actually opens and closes while the screen is deployed by magnets. Or one issue that customers have is, there's pet is always scratching at the screen, or they run through the screen by damaging it. Where here they can actually be able to come inside and out. So again, you can go ahead and get to the refrigerator, grab yourself a drink, grab yourself some snacks without having to move the screen up and down. Very easy to use. Right here, this coach in length is 17 feet and 10 inches. The height is from the bottom of the tires to the top of the air conditioner is 9 feet 5 inches. And then of course, from mirror to mirror is 6, 8 inches. So very easy to maneuver. Of course, your minimum parking spot, generally in a parking lot, is about 18 feet. So you have plenty of room to park, easy to maneuver. Parallel parking and not sticking out over those lines is a huge plus for this coach. The Pocket will also come in 3 exterior colors. It'll come in a bright silver, bright white. I call this Winnebago red, but really it's deep cherry red. So it comes in the 3 color options on the exterior. Let's talk about this running board. As I said before, we manufacture about 75% of the parts that are in this motorhome. Generally in this size, some manufacturers don't even use a step, or they'll use fiberglass. They'll tend to break over time. With this, I'll show you, I'm about a 200-pound man, and this thing is actually installed directly into the chassis. You don't have to worry about your side step breaking at any time or cracking or starting to droop any. This is directly installed into the chassis, manufactured here at Winnebago with aluminum. And of course, what's really nice is we have these D-rings here at the very end of each side. You can tie up your pets if you need be, or your valuables when you're camping. So it's a really cool feature to have when you're parked at a campsite and you need to tie up your stuff or your bikes up on the outside. The Solis is built on the Ram 1500 chassis, as we kind of said before. So it has a 3.6 liter V6 engine. It has about 280 horsepower. So what does that mean? That means you can get up to highway speed without any issues or any concerns, and not have to really worry about staying in the right lanes for too often. What's also nice is it has a 24-gallon fuel tank, and it sips off of that, so it's very high efficient for gas mileage. You know, you're looking at the upper teens to be able to drive on those highway speeds. We actually install swivel seats here for the cab area to kind of enhance or expand the livability for this coach. So there's a small yellow switch down here at the bottom. You just lift that up, and this will swivel right around. And actually both seats will swivel. So our driver's seat and our passenger seat will both swivel. And to bring them back is really simple. You just turn them right around, and they'll lock right into place. Also, we install a safety mechanism, so if this chair is turned around and you turn on the engine, an alarm will beep, and of course it'll show a signal there in the front dash. At Winnebago, our #1 priority is safety. So what we have in this is actually a digital rear view mirror. You could change the brightness here, and we could also change the tilt. So if we wanted to bring it up a little bit. It's a really cool feature, I think, you know, especially when you're so used to your car and you can see directly in the back, and generally in motorhomes, you can't see anything back there. So this is a really cool feature to have. And also we have, as a standard feature, is Crosswind Assist on here. Especially here in the Midwest, it gets really windy. So, you know, once the vehicle will feel that big gust of wind, and then it will apply the brakes at certain points or certain wheels of the coach, just so you're not getting blown into the other lane or off the road. So it's a huge safety feature to have. Of course, there's about 8 airbags in here as well. So again, another big safety feature that's in here, but very easy to drive. It's just like your car you would have at your house. Everything is centralized. You know, you have your radio, your dash radio. It has Bluetooth, very easy to use. We have an aux port down here with a USB to plug in your phone. So it's very easy. And then of course on the other side, we have a battery boost. Just for instance, you left some lights on here in the front, or you left your headlights on, we can actually turn on the battery boost. So then once that happens, you can turn over the engine, and you can start driving away so you're not stuck in the middle of nowhere. All right, so on the steering wheel here is really easy to use. As you can see, a mute button for your music. You could turn up the volumes here, or turn up or turn down the volume. We have voice recognition, especially when you're using your Bluetooth. You can talk into it, and you can recognize if you want to make a phone call or send a text. And then of course on the right side we have you can answer a phone call, hang up a phone call, or you could turn the channels or the song or whatever you have on the radio. Also on this side, we have a few different modes you can kind of roll through, different menu selections. Sound, you can change your speed beeps or buzzer volumes. Ultimately, very easy to drive, very easy maneuver, especially with that 136-inch wheelbase. We are very excited to bring this coach to life. So thank you guys for joining me today on introducing the new Winnebago Solis Pocket. We're very excited to bring this out to the market, and we hope to see you guys in your new adventure home.